Everybody, and welcome back to the Junior Connection podcast.
Today, we're looking forward to our guest on the podcast. He's known by many titles: Chief Executive Officer of Certified Pedigreed Swine, husband, horse lover, the guy you call with all your problems, mentor, friend, and as we know him, the guy who keeps us humble.
It's none other than Roy Flach. Thank you for joining us on the podcast today, Roy.
You bet, ladies. I'm happy to be here and happy to see your shining faces before I get to spend a whole week with you in Springfield.
Always a good day when you see our faces, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, well, let's get started with an easy question. First, Roy, tell us about yourself, your family, any hobbies you may have, or what you do, and probably the very little free time you get to enjoy.
Well, you're exactly right there with very little free time. I travel a bunch with this job and gone a bunch, but when I'm not here, my wife has me doing double top secret horse stuff at the house. I'm married to Beth there, and we don't have any children. We've got 2 dogs and horses. She's very adamant horse showman and she travels all over. And when I do have some free time, I try to meet up with her at a horse show or whatever. But I do enjoy those things. Since we had to get rid of all the hogs, we've got horses now that are taking over. My nice new hog show barn is now a nice new horse facility.
Yeah, I love seeing your Facebook posts about it.
Yeah, I enjoy watching her win. I don't enjoy watching my checkbook get depleted with her horse showing funds.
That sounds like showing horses.
Yep, definitely.
Well, Roy, you currently serve as the CEO of CPS, but how'd you get here and what was your career path and your experiences before now?
Well, I was running about 60 to 80 head of sows and selling show pigs all over the country for a job. And like I said, me and Beth don't have any kids. And when this came up, and I'd sat on this board or on the boards for CPS, and when this job came available, I asked her who we were going to leave all of our hog stuff to because we had a very successful operation. And we decided that I would apply for this and really excited about it. Always had a passion for CPS breeds and CPS as an organization.
Okay, so what exactly is it that you do in the day-to-day life as CEO? And do you feel like you're settling into this after passing, I guess, what's now the 4-year mark? I don't really feel like it's been that long, but yeah, tell us about what kind of tasks you do and what the difference in each day-to-day looks like.
There's a lot of different tasks with this job, a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you really wouldn't know it unless you had this position. I mean, I deal with a lot of phone calls, uh, deal with other people's issues and try to get those settled, deal with pedigree matters. There's just a lot of things that encompass this job. It's an interesting job and it changes day to day.
So out of curiosity, what's like the most common kind of question you get called about?
Where's my pedigrees? This person will not transfer my pedigree. So we have a lot of that, especially this time of year in the fall. People are looking for the breeders to transfer their pedigrees. So I get on the phone and call the breeder, and usually they just forget or they're waiting on a breed cert or something. So 99% of the time we get that rectified. There's a small portion of it that we can't, but we do the best we can to help the members.
Sounds exciting,
Yes, it's very exciting.
but it's just exhilarating.
Yes.
Well, let's give the listeners a better idea of what exactly CPS is, and if you could share some of the historical facts about it, that'd be great.
Historically, they were all separate breeds and they joined together and become CPS, and they've just kept adding stuff. Before I took over, they brought the Herefords in, and now we brought the Tamworths in. That's been a good mix. Ever since I've taken this over, I mean, it's been very positive and we've been in an upward trend, and just keep looking to the future and trying to do more innovative things. And it's been working out good.
So let's talk about Tamworths and what that looks like with them joining in and maybe what that process is, some of the new things you guys are working out when it comes to breed requirements and what the future is going to look like there.
The Berkshires as well. We can't forget about the Berkshires.
Well, the Berkshires are not a part of CPS, but they moved in there with our shows and have joined us back with the open shows, and we sure are happy to have those people back. It's a good partnership, has been for a lot of years, and as most of you know, they'd went to NSR and now they're back with us. But as far as the Tamworths go, brought a lot of new innovations to that breed as far as they can register pigs online now, do transfers online, their staff in the office. I mean, that's probably one of the bigger things that I get from a lot of time. We can actually talk to somebody
Mhm.
whenever we need to. And that has been very good. I mean, we've registered a lot of Tamworth litters the last several months. And I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. And I think that's going to be a very positive breed for CPS. But as far as breed typing, I mean, that's left up to the boards. They pick out, I mean, each individual board. That's not something I do. That's something the boards vote on and can change. And I know there's been some talk, even not even just within the TAMs, but other breeds doing some innovative stuff. And I don't mean innovative, but I mean they're forward thinking enough and see problems that we have on hand and are trying to get ahead of those.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's something that us on the junior board have been able to kind of experience when it comes to breed typing and breed eligibility. It's been fun at our regional shows, at least, to get to go around and kind of learn more about those breed requirements and what passes. I'd say that's probably one of your least favorite, or how do you rank that job on the list of CPS jobs?
I do not like kicking kids out for any reason. So I would say that is probably the least enjoyable thing I do at work is when I have to go breed type those things. But we do have rules. I wish that some breeders would watch those rules a lot closer when they sell those pigs because it's not the kid's fault. Sometimes it's the breeder's fault. Sometimes things can change as they get older too. But so as breeders, we need to stop pushing the limits on breed typing these things and make sure they're right when we send them to these kids and these so these kids don't get kicked out of these shows. And read the rules. It's not that hard. You can go to our website. We have all the breed classification rules in each breed. Read it. It's not hard to sit there and just pull that up this day and age.
Yeah, and I think that goes along with you talking about the innovation. There's been a lot of updates to the website in the past few years, and say it's probably one of the more user-friendly tools and resources that you can have to go look at those breed requirements. And I guess another thing that comes to mind with that is we've been working on trying to make sure that our skillathons incorporate teaching the kids some of the basics of that breed eligibility too. And so that's something that our exhibitors, if you want to go take a look at that website, learn for when you're showing or practice for the skillathon, that's a great thing to do because we're trying to help start that understanding of what those breed requirements look like at a young age.
Yep, that's for sure. And it doesn't hurt to go to our website and look because with rule changes and stuff, we'll post that up. We've gotten a lot better with technology and things and trying to. We're still not perfect, but we do try to get things up on our website quicker and get different avenues. I mean, we'll do Eat Blast now and do some things like that also.
So with that, going into junior show, what are some things specifically that you think exhibitors should know? Maybe some like breed typing rules that for sure will be there in place, or maybe some other things that are commonly missed when kids get to the show that they didn't do prior to coming that they maybe just didn't know about?
I mean, the main thing is count your gilts underlines. I get tired of kicking gilts out for being 5. They need 6 and 6, 6 on each side, functional. And I mean, that's one of the major things we kick some out for, and it's not that hard to check that before you come. Read the rules and just be aware if you've got one close. I mean, it's very plausible that you're going to get kicked out if that thing does not meet that or is as close to those rules. The other thing, make sure you've got your registration papers before you go there. I mean, we can do a lot of things, but the other breed association, we work hand in hand with NSR even at their shows, and we'll email them stuff and they'll email us and we accept that. But just read the rules. I mean, it's not hard to read. And I guess I can't stress that enough. I know we put a lot of things out and people, I didn't know that well. We put it on social media and sent letters out and everything else. So it's fully right there in front of your face.
For sure. And I guess we can probably all agree if you have a question, ask. Like Roy said, he fields a lot of phone calls, but if you've got something that's questionable or you're not sure, don't wait to the show to figure that out. We don't want to kick kids out for sure. And that's something that we can usually help solve beforehand.
Yep, and there's no dumb question. The only dumb question's not asking it. So
Right, right.
So, one other question about Junior Show. Could you touch on what CPS is going to be working on during the week of Junior Show?
that's a very busy week for all the CPS and all the people that help me. They all band together and we all work together there with the Team Purebred crew with check-in and stuff. So we'll start there Sunday and have a sleepless night, and a lot of my crew will go out there and help do that. And then it just kind of filters in with that whole week, and we'll start the open show on Wednesday, but we'll have our breed meetings there on Thursday and then have the big CPS meeting, and then we'll show our open stuff on Friday, and we're planning on having a dinner that night between us and the Burke, sponsoring a little just get together, make it more family oriented, I guess you could say. It's not gonna be anything special. Probably have a pork burger and some chips and just be a social event there on Friday night after the show, and then we'll end the week there with our sale. But look forward to an amazing group of young people coming there at that junior show. I mean, me personally, I know what drives the registries, and that's the junior kids, and that's why we go above and beyond to try to help them and want to make sure that all of you succeed to your fullest ability, because that just helps us succeed.
So, touching on that open show experience, talk about that new location we had last year, thought it went well, and just what that's going to look like for those open show exhibitors.
We're back in the junior barn, that barn 30 again. They've done quite a bit of painting and maintenance in there. I was just over there last week and did a walkthrough, and I'll go back next week and did some work order stuff over there. But they've done a lot of work, a lot of rewiring there. We needed to move over there to give the junior kids more space as that thing grows, and that gives us plenty of room there with the Burks coming in also. I've already got several entries. We're right on track to have as many or more as we had last year in the open show. So pretty excited about it. Have seen a lot of really good ones that are coming. So
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that part.
So, kind of shifting gears a little bit, obviously, it's no secret that our Team Purebred Director of Activities, Chelsea, is stepping down in August, and we're all sad to hear that. But obviously, her position is needed to be filled, and that kind of just leaves the question of what's that job application looking like right now? How's that position looking to be filled in the future?
yeah, I sure hate that Chelsea's leaving. We started at the same time and have worked through a lot of stuff, just starting our jobs together and doing things. And we're a really good team. And like I said, I'm going to really hate losing her. We've had a lot of good times, and I understand totally why she is doing it. Wish she wasn't, but I guess I can have a private conversation with her, and maybe tie her up and tell her she's not leaving or something like that. But we've had, I think, around 25 candidates, really good candidates there apply for her position. It's going to be extremely hard to fill her shoes. And I don't know if anybody can ever fill her shoes for what she's done there for the organization. But I think we've got some great candidates, and we'll let everybody know that. We'll probably start doing interviews. The process stopped June 1 was the last day you could put in for that job. And then we are in the beginning stages of doing some interviews and stuff like that.
Sounds good. And obviously, that'll play a big role into kind of what the next few years of Team Purebred look like. But where do you think that's going to be? What do you think the direction that CPS and Team Purebred are heading?
Olivia, there from our point of view, it's really taken off. Our regional shows are as big as they ever have been. Our other shows, as far as CPS side, we're expanding. We're gonna have a baby pig sale in the Southwest there this fall, in between National Bear Show and your guys' Eastern Regional. So we will definitely be busy there. Or I should say, I will be busy in September. I won't have to worry about feeding my wife's horses for any part of that month. I guarantee you.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I think we've got an extremely bright future, and really the track that Team Purebred's on, like I said there earlier, it just helps CPS. The better each of us do, I mean, it just helps both organizations, and you got a lot of people that got a lot of passion for the youth in our industry with the CPS side and Team Purebred. So we're going to make sure that thing just keeps getting pushed harder and harder.
That's good to hear.
Except for you, Grider.
What did I do now?
I don't know, but I'll find something to get you
I
with.
bet you will. Roy, we're so appreciative of you and all that you do for CPS and Team Purebred alike. You're special. The show pig industry as a whole is appreciative of you as well.
Appreciative of all of our Team Purebred kids. Some of them a
Yeah.
little more than others, you know what I mean.
Right.
No, we've always had a great group of young people there on our Team Purebred, and I enjoy going to all your regional stuff and going out with you young people and eating supper. We always have a good time, so and working together.
So I'm gonna interject and surprise both of you, but I got to thinking about all the great Roy stories we've accumulated in the past year, just being first year members. And so I decided to do a little reaching out and talk to a couple people that you mean a lot to them and got a couple quotes. So speaking of awesome dinners, I think one that Kara and I can recall, McKenna touched on this when I asked her. McKenna Rocco, one of our teammates and a current first year, says, one of her favorite memories was with Roy at Sweet Beach this year when all the restaurants were closed one evening when we went out to dinner. So we decided to go to the only open place, IHOP, 10 p.m. Our waitress thought that him and Chelsea were all of our parents and that they had about, I think there was 9 of us, 9 kids. The waitress definitely had an accent and she was sweet talking Roy real good, giving him all sorts
Yeah.
of nicknames. It was an experience.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
she
was more
liked
than an
you.
experience. Yes, yes.
And then I think we all basically fell asleep eating the rest of our dinner.
It was definitely a long night.
Yeah, that was like a fever dream.
So the next quote we've got from Shelby McCrae. You guys probably know her as our marketing manager and sponsor fulfillment manager, but she writes that her favorite thing about Roy Flach is that he's genuinely here for the kids. Even before he became the CEO of CPS and he was raising show pigs, he always put the kids first. Any breeder can raise good pigs. Roy made it his priority to raise good pigs and even better kids. There were times her parents couldn't take her to a show, and he was more than willing to step in and take me. I think that's definitely how I first got to know you, Roy, was seeing you with Shelby at shows. Shelby's always been somebody that I looked up to, but helps us out a lot now.
I should have made better choices, Olivia. Left left Shelby at home.
Uh-huh.
So next up, we've got Grayson. You'll hear him announcing at Team Purebred shows, and he was a 2022, 2024 through 2024 junior board member. He says you'll always find Roy walking around the barns at Team Purebred shows, entertaining the public with a smile on his face, and reflects on how Roy modeled how to conduct yourself in a professional manner while still being very personal with those around the barn.
Very
Uh,
personable.
Yep. Tedro's a good kid. I always enjoy being around, and that's what I love about Team Purebred and CPS. I mean, Tedro still comes and helps us at the open shows now, even though he's not in the Team Purebred. So we do try to keep you youngins around. We'll take all the help we can get the older I get. So
And then one final quote to touch on. This is from JC Tinsman, who just finished her 2-year term on Team Purebred. She writes, Roy is a guy that is always going to give you a hard time. He will always find something to jab at you for, and I think what made Roy and I close is because I would give it right back to him, say whatever I needed to say to make him speechless. She also says that to this day, Roy still checks in on us and hunts us down at shows, and even though he comes off scary, mean, and unfriendly, we're actually best friends, and he's the biggest teddy bear there is.
that one there is too little to have as much sass as she has.
I hope this shows you how appreciated you are, and I think it's safe to say that we always have a great laugh when Roy's around.
You bet. I appreciate you guys on the Team Purebred boards and all that on the junior boards. I mean, you guys go above and beyond, and there's a lot of work into this that a lot of people don't realize how much you young ladies and young men that are on that board have to do in this. I mean, we have a little good time doing it, but there's a lot behind the scenes with what you all do too.
Thank you, Roy.
Well, Roy, thank you for sitting down with us and taking the time to speak with us and film this podcast episode. We know you're a busy guy. So, when we can get a couple minutes alone with you to pick your brain, it's always good.
You bet. Was happy to do it.
And thank you to our listeners for taking their time as well to listen to us ramble and listen to Mr. Roy here. We're looking forward to getting with everyone in Springfield in just 2 short weeks and having another incredible junior show. We'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you.